Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another Raw and Smackdown review. So like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get to it. We open up the show with the segment between Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. They would have some heated promo. Seems like that, and they would make that official Braun Breaker, versus Seth Rollins at Backlash. This is what if we all know they were going to go with at WrestleMania, but now since their injuries, they had to push it at Backlash, and I'm glad they're not waiting any longer. I think this match needs to happen, and I think it will be a pretty good match. Let me know your thoughts on it, and if you're excited for it. Next, we have Penta versus Rusev. It wasn't for the IC title, but it seems like they're going to set up a fatal four-way between Ethan Page, those two, and Javon Evans. Ethan Page was out there ringside. Penta would end up picking up the win. But after the match, he would get attacked, and then Ethan Page and Rusev would jump him. But out would come Javon Evans, and I really think this is going to be a fatal four-way, and I hope it's at Backlash because I will really be enjoying this match. Let me know your thoughts on this, and if you're excited. I forgot to mention before, and what happened before that, Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez would attack Stephanie Vicaire backstage. I like that this shoot is continuing to go on. Let me know your thoughts on it. Next, we have Becky Lynch come out, and she would have her own open challenge, but she didn't turn, not in a babyface way. She still had it. She's still a heel, and it would be answered by Io Sky, which is a dream match, even though we've seen it before, but I know it's a dream match for a lot of people. She would say how Io is not the best, and she was looking for someone shiny and new. And she said, oh, she gets it. It would be Rhea Ripley trying to joke around. And then she would get slapped by Io Sky, and then they would lead to their match. And I thought the match was really solid, in my opinion. And then Io Sky would get costed the match by Asuka. Could it possibly set up a triple threat? Let me know your thoughts on it. But it has been made official. Io Sky versus Asuka. Next, we would have a concert by Joe Hendry. He would sing about how he's back to ring, that he will be on Raw, and he would sing, Paul, can we fire Logan Paul? Then he would get interrupted by Logan Paul and Austin Theory, and then they would try to attack him, but out would come the Street Profits. They would attack Division, and they want those tag titles. Let me know your thoughts on it, and if you think like Joe Hendry's concert. Next, we would have Oba Femi absolutely destroy Grayson Waller to nobody's surprise. I mean, I think we all knew he was going to be destroyed as soon as he got into that match. And then he would announce that he will be now holding the Oba Femi Open Challenge. I mean, I think we're just going to see him squash a lot of people, but maybe we'll see him get some real competition. Let me know your... Next, we have Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bay Lyra in a tag team match in Roxanne Perez's hometown. She was getting great receptions from the crowd. They would end up picking up the win. Let me know what you thought of this match. And then the main event, we would have Roman Reigns come out, and then pretty much right away he would get interrupted by Jacob Fatu. He would say how he doesn't think Jacob is ready, and then he would get attacked by Jacob, causing Roman to answer with yes. And it is official, Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns at Backlash. I think this is a dream match in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on it. Overall, I think Raw was a really solid episode this week. I give it like an 8 or 9 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts on it. We can open up with Smackdown with Cody Rhodes, the WWE Champion, coming out announcing that he has been cleared to compete. And then out would come the debuting Ricky Saints on Smackdown, which would set up a match between them two, which I thought would have been a main event. Let me know your thoughts on this, and if you like the Ricky Saints coming out. Next, we have JC Jane versus Charlotte Flair. I actually enjoyed this match. I thought it was pretty solid, but Fatal Influence would end up... Well, JC Jane picked up the win with help from Fatal Influence taking out Alexa Bliss, costing Charlotte the match. But after they would try to jump Charlotte, out would come Rhea Ripley to save him, and then Charlotte and Rhea would end up shaking hands. I think this is going to lead to a 6-woman tag match soon. Let me know your thoughts on this, and if you're liking Fatal Influence debut so far. Next, we have Weapon Truth versus Fraxium, and another match I thought was pretty solid in my opinion. I actually kind of enjoyed this match. Weapon Truth would end up picking up the win, but after the match, Solo Sikoa and Tyler Tonga would come out and attack them. And they would cut a promo, but out would come the Usos to interrupt them and they would tell Solo that he needs to stay out the way. Solo said that Roman is not his tribal chief and he didn't care what he said. And then they would lay out the Usos, which would lead to a tag team match later on in the main event. Let me know your thoughts on this, if you're liking this whole saga so far. Next, we have the clean match, which was a clean match between Cody Rhodes and Ricky Saints. I actually enjoyed this match as well. Ricky Saints' first debut match on Smackdown is against the WWE Champion. Cody would end up picking up the win, but I have high hopes for Ricky Saints, and I hope that he does good. Let me know your thoughts on his debut. But then after the match, Gunther would come and attack Cody Rhodes. I guess they're setting this up to be the next feud for Cody. Let me know your thoughts on this. I think this could be a really great feud. Next we have, Miz and Kid Wilson been trying to get at Danhausen all night, but then this segment, Danhausen would come out and get interrupted by a Miz. Then Kid Wilson trapped him and they tricked him, thinking that Miz was going to be a Mizhausen and join Danhausen, but they would attack him. I really am liking their feud. Let me know your thoughts on it. So we have Royce Keys versus Angel Garza, and of course he would squash Angel with that great spine buster. I really love his spine buster. Let me know your thoughts on Royce Keys so far. Then later, Royce Keys will have an interaction with Jacob Fatu, and they would get attacked by Tala Tonga and Solo Sikoa. Let me know your thoughts on that interaction. Next, we have Sami Zayn come out, still trying to say these ride or die Sami Zayn fans. I'm starting to think that he really has lost his fans. And then he would attack the gingerbread man, killing the gingerbread man. This man should be in jail for this. Then out would come Trick Williams, and he would attack Sami Zayn, getting some much-needed revenge because it's just ridiculous, Sami. And Trick would say there's going to be a match at Backlash for the United States Championship. Let me know your thoughts on this, and if you're enjoying their feud. Next, we have Brie Bella and Paige versus the Irresistible Force. This match was pretty solid. I would say it was short, in my opinion. They were saying that they cheated to win. I don't know, but let me know your thoughts on this match and if you're liking Paige's return so far. And then in the main event, we have the Usos versus Tala Tonga and Solo Sikoa. I thought the match pretty solid once again. But the match ended in a no contest because Jacob Fatu would come and attack the MFTs and out all of them. Then he would just walk past the Usos like they were nothing. He would cut a promo and say how he'll see Roman Monday and he's going to be all gas, no breaks with it. Yada, yada, I mean. Let me know your thoughts on this storyline so far. Overall, I thought the show was okay this week. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts on it. Till next time, like, comment, and subscribe.